What's your favorite Valentine's candy? Hey guys, what is your favorite Valentine's candy? I like chocolate. Anything chocolate, doesn't really matter. Although I don't like that kind of nougaty stuff or the maple. Ew, gross. Also really like the conversation hearts. I think they're fun to read and they're kind of fun to eat too, even though sometimes they're a little chalky. Well, we're talking about Valentine's Day, and today is Valentine's Day, and it's supposed to be a happy day. It's a day when young people celebrate their new love, and older couples celebrate all their years of love. It's a day of hope for many who maybe wish for love, or maybe more wish for more love. But for some, it's a day of sadness, of not being in love. In fact, sometimes Valentine's Day can turn into a disaster. So there's a story of a man in Indiana, which for us is not that far away, who wanted to show the girl he knew in Florida that he loved her. And so he arranged to have a huge bouquet of flowers delivered to her on Valentine's Day. Well, the flowers got delivered as promised, and the girl was absolutely delighted. She loved them. And the delivery man asked her, he said, "Are these from your boyfriend?" She said, "No, he's a really good friend." "Okay," said the delivery man. And later that day, the delivery man called that girl back and asked her out on a date. Whoa. So it's never easy to watch your plans fail, is it? The man in Indiana thought, "Oh, she's going to love me. She's going to call me and I can tell her how I feel about her." But no, your plan and you plan and you plan and you prepare and you want to make sure that everything is just right. But then disaster strikes. We see that happen in the Super Bowl. So last week we had a Super Bowl game. One team's plan for victory fell apart, didn't it? Yeah. We see it on Valentine's Day too, when one young man's hopes of winning his true love are dashed to pieces. We see it in TV shows where an aspiring singer's hopes of stardom are crushed because she's told, "You're just not good enough." Thankfully, there's one thing that never fails, and that's the love of God. In a world where people fail you, products fail you, plans fall to pieces, we can have peace of mind knowing that we have a God who will always be there for us. The Bible has a lot to say about love. Paul first listed among the fruits of the Spirit. In Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23, it says, "The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." So what the first fruit of the Spirit was love. Paul described the unique nature of love in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through beginning part of 8. It says, "Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails or ends." Well, John John, in his first letter, summed it up with these words. And it says, 1 John 4, 7 and 8 says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love." So God's love never fails because God never fails. And God is love, and God's love is enough to get us through our disappointments that we face, any disappointment we face. For most of you, Valentine's Day is a day to trade cards with friends at school, maybe get some candy from mom and dad, or grandparents, aunts and uncles. In a few years, it'll be a very different day. Many of you will have Valentines of your own, and maybe you do even now. Some will not. And some are going to try to gain a sweetheart, and some unfortunately will lose yours. But when you get to that point, you're going to see just how much people can fail you. Broken hearts and broken promises add up, and you'll soon realize how much people can let you down. Now, don't get me wrong, people are great. Boyfriends and girlfriends aren't the only ones that are going to let you down. Nobody is perfect. Parents, siblings, teachers, heroes, Just about everyone is going to disappoint you at some point. Promises are going to get broken or forgotten. Plans get changed, and it hurts. And hopes and dreams are going to come, and sometimes they're going to fail. And these can leave us disappointed and wondering if there's anyone that we can trust at all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bad mouthing people and putting them down. It's just the nature of the world we live in. We can trust in God. God is our maker. He sent us his son, Jesus, to die for our sins. He loves us with all of his heart, and he wants nothing but his best for us. God is going to give us the love that we need to get through the hard times. If God's, with God's love, we find hope. We find hope that we will love again. We find hope that things will get better. We find hope that we will one day live with God in a place free from pain and broken hearts. I hope for you all is to enjoy Valentine's Day this year. And in the years to come, it's a wonderful opportunity to celebrate love and all the good that love brings, and the people that bring it for us. Just remember that only one love will never let you down, and that's the love of God. As 1 John tells us, God is love, and when we place our trust in God, he will never let us down. So, dear God, thank you for your amazing love. Help us to share that love with others and to sense your love when we need it most. 1 Corinthians 13:8a. Love never fails. Let's make this week's lesson real. Look for a chance to share God's love with someone in need.